Just a perfect Saturday afternoon, leaving Minocqua, headed down the Bearskin Trail for about 25 miles before we turn off into the county forest. Lots of old trestles here. Bearskin Creek. Taking advantage of the 75-degree temperatures, zero chance of rain for a sub 24 overnight from Minocqua back down to Marshfield. My goal is to get about halfway, between 50 and 60 miles. And then string up my hammock for tonight. Keep your fingers crossed and see how far we get. Bicycle trail bridge across the swamp. What used to be a railroad trestle. Perfect Sunday or Saturday afternoon, Labor Day weekend. Lots of people enjoying the Bearskin Trail. One of the access points here. Mile 16. Bearskin Trail is a huge asset to the tourism in the Minocqua area, but even more so in the winter because this is a snowmobile trail in the winter. And I think snowmobilers probably spend more money than cyclists. Yeah, there's some kayakers floating the Bearskin Creek. Well, this is Saturday afternoon. I think it's August 30th. And I'm on the Kelly Fire Lane, going through what's primarily county forest. Behind me is Tomahawk, and I'm making a little bit of an arc here through the forest, and my next stop will be the little burg of Tripoli on Highway 8. So this is a combination of gravel biking and bike packing. Had the whole road to myself, except for I got passed by two ATVs going west and two side-by-sides going east. Throwing a lot of dust in the air. But otherwise, I have the whole forest to myself. Riding my gravel bike today. Packed as light as possible just for a short overnight. And this is a crushed rock gravel road. Some of the curves are a little soft because the side-by-sides rototill the corners. But I did this last year on my heavy-duty mountain bike, and that was really overkill. Not to mention an extra at least 10 pounds of weight. So the gravel bike is definitely the optimum bike for this type of riding. Although I do have the spring fork on this bike. There's plenty of chatter. And a straight fork would be pretty fatiguing after a long day. So next stop is Tripoli. That's really the only stop today, only possible stop for any food or water. I do have a water filter along, but I don't expect I'll need it. And I have plenty of ready-made snacks along too, so I wouldn't necessarily have to stop there. But let's see if I can get something either fresh or hot, piece of pizza or something like that. Beautiful weather, end of August. I've got a section of county road here connecting the two forest areas. Just left a gas station in Tripoli a while back, and got another couple of miles on this road. And then across into big section of Lincoln County forest. And and that'll be my destination for tonight. Be hammock camping there, and then I should be in Athens by lunch, and that's really the only other spot to get resupplied. I stocked up in Tripoli, so I'm good to go the rest of the way home from here. So I should end up with about 60 miles, I guess. We'll see. Now this is early Sunday morning, and I am on the Ice Age Trail. As it loops through northern Wisconsin. And there's my bike. And there's my hammock camp. One of the things about the Northwoods is that it is pretty dense. So if you can find a patch of hardwoods, then you have less undergrowth. But even then, it's very hard to find a flat spot for a tent. If you're not on the top of a hill, it's very hard to find a flat spot that's also dry. So that's why I prefer hammock camping when I'm up here in the Northwoods. And one kind of unusual thing about hammock camping is you can mix and match all the components. I've got a one-wind tarp. There was 0 chance of rain last night, so I use this small tarp just basically as a wind deflector, just to keep the hammock warmer. Otherwise I would use a larger rectangular tarp that would wrap around better. This is a one-wind bridge hammock. This is kind of a unique item in that it's triangular. It has a spreader bar here at the front. And I have a more complete review of that hammock. One of the unusual things is that the lines on the hammock were super long. I ended up shortening the lines on the hammock and the lines on the suspension. And even so, this is about as close as you can get it, and it's probably 30 feet between these, 25 feet between these trees, which is pretty extreme. Inside the hammock, I used a mummy bag shaped foam or air mattress, and then a mummy liner, Outdoor Vitals, kind of a microfiber liner, and then a down quilt. And so there wasn't anything that was matched. It was all kind of a la carte. So you can use whatever you want to complete your kit. This gives you an idea of how I pitch the tarp. It's guyed out at the two. This is like more of a rectangular type. It's guyed out at the sides, and then it's attached to a continuous ridge line at the top. And this is just paracord. And then I have a prusik loop at each end with a tiny little clip and another little loop on the tarp. And this is not strong, but paracord is plenty heavy for a lightweight tarp like this. And I can string it pretty tight and have some tension on it, and that never moves. So it's early on Sunday morning. Wasn't necessarily planning on getting up this early, but evidently the bear hunters are out. I'm not sure if today is the first day of bear season, but I've had trucks going by since before daylight. So that means I get an early start. Now this is Tower Road. I'm up in Lincoln County, forest lands. A few miles down the road from where I camped last night on the Ice Age Trail. Just before daylight, I got woken up by the bear hunters going by. I'm assuming this is the opening day of bear season. I think this is September 1st. No, this is like August 31st. About a 15-mile stretch of county land here with a few hunting properties, but no houses. Another Ice Age trail crossing there. So except for the early shift, I haven't had any other traffic so far this morning. This is Goodrich Road. Coming up to Highway 64 pretty soon. This is kind of the dividing line between the dense northern forest and the northern reaches of the farms. A few houses. People commuting to work. Medford to the west and Merrill to the east. first cornfield I've seen. Sun's just getting above the trees. Cool this morning, I guess maybe right around 50. My odometer says 78 miles. Should be about 45 to go. Some type of horse arena over here. But it won't be long and we'll start to see scattering of Amish farms and horses too. Just crossing Highway 29, coming down from Athens. Roughly 97 miles in on the gravel route. Probably about a little over 20 miles to go. Between 20 and 25 to go. Almost exclusively central Wisconsin gravel on a quiet Sunday afternoon. Time to stop and have a drink and shed another layer. It's starting to get warm. Little diversion on County Road. Little park here by the river. In the spring, this is called March Rapids. Tame right now. Somewhere along the line, it looks like I must have cracked the bearing in my left pedal. And I don't remember if these are new for this bike or if I had swapped them off another bike that I sold. But either way, got a new set of pedals on the list. The only other thing that I had been contemplating changing is this has got the old style square tapered bottom bracket, and I've been thinking about getting the new hollow bracket that's with lighter aluminum crank arms. So I think as long as I need to replace the pedals, I'll do that, and it's probably time for a new chain too. This is a 12-speed. And I always think if I can get 1,000 miles out of these really thin chains, I can justify replacing it. So the county road turns up here, and we're going to go over the hill. We've got one more little jog on paved road, but otherwise we can stay on gravel the whole way. Not quite harvest season yet, but I guess every day is manure day. They are harvesting beans, green beans, just to the south of us in sand country. Won't be long and they'll be harvesting potatoes. You can get sweet corn all over the place. That's ripe. The field corn is going to be another bumper crop this year. It's already mature now. It's just a matter of the farmers letting it stand until it dries out as much as possible. And this is obviously a ridge here. The ground is nice and well drained. I'm about 10 or 12 miles from home. I think it's just after noon now. Bikepacking the gravel roads of central Wisconsin. Most any gravel bike could handle this route, with maybe the exception of the section of forest roads that I was on yesterday afternoon. There's some pretty loose, deep gravel for about 15 miles. On an unloaded bike, you'd probably be alright if you had wider tires. I don't have that big a load. Probably 20 pounds. Definitely primo gravel. Well, this is the last mile of gravel right up to the city limits of Marshfield. I'm at 120 miles. We'll see what the grand total is when I pull into the driveway. Looks like it's 1:30 p.m.